Good morning and welcome to the Viking Vision. Today is Tuesday, April 12th, 2022. Today is day A and your specials are phys ed and library.
What day is it? Today is National Licorice Day. National Licorice Day on April 12th each year celebrates licorice in all its forms, including the various recipes it is used in and its health benefits. National Licorice Day recognizes the history, health benefits, and distinction of licorice around the world. The best thing about licorice is that there are 160 ways to enjoy it. There are plenty of licorice candies, licorice ropes, jelly beans, jewels, and many more to choose from. This day is celebrated by children and adults alike, especially by those who have a soft spot for licorice, like Mrs. Amos. The best thing about National Licorice Day is how easy it is to celebrate it. Just make sure that you enjoy plenty of licorice today. And Mrs. Amos, you shared with me that you like the black licorice.
I love black licorice. It is my favorite. But I actually recently learned that it can be quite dangerous if you eat too much. It can be really bad. So only in moderation, just a piece.
Interesting. And I am more of the colorful, the ones on the right there, Mrs. Amos, the fruity ones.
That's what Mr. Bryan would pick too. All right, our big idea for April is hope. Hope is a feeling of expectation and desire for certain things to happen. It is like seeing a rainbow after a thunderstorm. Hope is believing that something good can come out of something bad.
For Talk Show Tuesday today, we took some of those questions, and a common one was, how long have our Mannheim teachers been teaching? So I put all of the information and all of the data that we've gathered about how many years our Mannheim staff has been teaching and put it into a pie chart here, throwing some math in there as well, Mrs. Amos, of course. So we have our pie chart here. As you can see, 0 to 5 years. We only have 2 that are in the Mannheim building, and that is Mr. Keeney and Miss Newman. Those 2 are doing their student teaching with us here at Mannheim, and we're so happy to have them. So they are off to an early start in their education career. For 6 to 10 years, we have 4 teachers with us. That would be Mrs. Peterson, myself, Mrs. Davis, Mrs. Nestor. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, 60. I'm getting mixed up. Yes, Mrs. Nestor and Miss Norris. As for 11 to 15 years,
all right, we have Miss Kuhn, Mrs. Ackerman, Mrs. Freeman, Mrs. Wentz, and actually me. I've been here for 15 years this year.
Okay, so there should be 1 more on there. Mrs. Amos missed my list. And then for 16 to 20 years, we have Mrs. Ploppert, Mrs. Brooks, who was my field hockey coach when I was in middle school, Mrs. Clunk, who was my 6th grade teacher when I was at middle school, Mrs. Abdenshine, Mrs. Buffington, Mrs. Campbell, and Miss Poland. And then for 21 to 25 years.
All right, it looks like we have a few of those, 4 of them, Mrs. Livingston, Mrs. Pyatt, Mrs. Billman, and Mrs. Riley.
And then to follow that all up, our little sliver right here is Mrs. McCowan with 30 years of teaching. Way to stick with it, Mrs. McCowan.
All right, guys, as always, follow those STAR rules. Strive to do your best, take responsibility for your actions, always be safe, and respect people and property.
Enjoy your spring break, Mannheim.